I recently reviewed the LEGO Boba Fett's Throne Room set, and while I like it in general, it just doesn't look that much like Jabba's palace, especially from the opposite side. You can see, compared to the 2012 version, it just lacks a roof up here. And there are some theories as to why that might be. I'm clinging to hope that they're going to release some sort of expansion set, especially because there are clips there on the roof that kind of indicate that there may be something that attaches there. But point is, at the moment anyway, it doesn't really look that much like Jabba's palace, and I wanted to see if I could fix that. It occurred to me while I was building this that I have somewhere a lot of extra parts from the original 2012 Jabba's palace and Rancor Pit sets that I used when I was building my own custom version of Jabba's palace way back then. And, I just bought a couple of sets without minifigures on eBay and used those to make my own set, but I had a bunch of things left over. And, in fact, here we have this. We've got this bunch of parts here of the appropriate colors and generally the appropriate shapes to go with the palace. So I thought, why don't we try and use these to make a replacement roof for Boba Fett's throne room. And this is what I came up with. You can see that I have extended the height of the tower. It was originally only about this tall, so that it has sort of three distinct sections, and you can put minifigures in each of these parts if you like. And over here I've added an entire second section to the throne room area, so a whole second floor, and that allows me to have this roof here on top that looks pretty decent, and then still have, enough room for some minifigures to be in this area. And, speaking of parts, as I said, I was using the parts that I had left over from my sort of custom build of Jabba's palace from 2012, and so I didn't use anything that I didn't already have. I didn't get any special parts, so I was kind of restrained in that sense, limited by what I had available, but for the most part it worked quite well. I mean, at least I had the necessary roof parts, so you can see if we turn this around in particular, look at that. I think that looks a lot like Jabba's palace. I might have chosen different colors of parts in a few cases if I had them available, but I don't. But still, I think this looks quite good. And if we look on the back here, you can see that I've maintained the ability to open this up like it did before. So you can access the back of both sections there. So I think that works pretty well, actually. So that's what you have there. My Gamorrean has fallen down. By the way, when I was trying to put together my alternate build, I found that I had a bunch of these brown pieces that when I tried to sort of disassemble them, I'd put them together, they just broke, they shattered. And I've never had that happen with Lego before. Also, this round piece, when I tried to take it off on this end, you could see it's coming apart. These have just been in storage in a Ziploc bag for close to 10 years in my basement. It's not been subject to any real extremes, so it's a little disturbing. It seems like maybe the brown is the only one that's affected in my case, and I did do a little Googling, and it seems like other people have had similar problems. But just look at that. Oh my God. I've never seen that happen. And, yeah, I can't even get these apart because they just crumble apart like that. Anyway, just thought I would mention it. Now, I will freely admit that this is not the best possible version of this, but, I think it works pretty well. It definitely looks better than the original Lego version, and it only took me, 2 or 3 hours of just randomly searching through stuff, trying to find appropriate parts. So it was kind of fun. So that's about it for today's video. I just wanted to show you one example of what you could do to improve this set. And I'm sure there are much better versions that are possible, but I think I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'd be interested to hear what you all think of this new version of Boba Fett's throne room. I'm glad I'm able to make this look a little bit more like the actual Jabba's palace. Thanks very much for watching. This video was brought to you with the help of my patrons from Patreon, including these Palace VIPs and especially Angelica Brady and Underworld Palace Customs. Thanks very much for your support. You can go to the link in the video description to find out how you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month.